Hi, welcome to A-Frame Woodworking. We're here in the shop today and we're going to start a shop upgrade. We're going to be working on my drill press. We're going to be working on a full-size drill press, but you can modify this lesson for a benchtop drill press if that's what you have in your shop. We're going to upgrade this and put a 20-inch by 32-inch table on top of the drill press. We're going to use a simple technique to attach it to the existing top, and we're going to install some track systems so that we can eventually build a fence in another video to also add some more accuracy to our drill press. We're going to be using common MDF that you can find at your local hardware store, and we're going to go over to the table saw, get this project started. Okay, I've gone ahead and cut my pieces to rough size. I cut them a ½ inch oversized just in case I need to go back and clean up any edges just to make it look nice and neat. Again, I'm trying to make mine 20 inches by 32 inches. Doesn't have to be an exact size for on my drill press. So what I've done is gone ahead and laid out for you what this is going to look like so you have an idea. I'm actually going to laminate two 3/4 inch pieces of MDF. So what we're going to do here is we're going to attach this on the underside of the drill press table using these quick hold downs. Now I'm going to take these apart. These are ones that I've gotten from Rockler, and I'm going to put a 1/4-20 threaded insert into the bottom of this table once we get it all glued up and ready to be put into position. And then these are going to act like the clamps so that I can easily take it off if I need to, but they'll give me a good secure grip on the bottom of my existing drill press table. And I'm going to go ahead and use 4 of these. These are the smaller versions of the hold downs. We're also going to add a track system to this so that we can add a fence and also put in the hold downs. We're going to put an aluminum fence for 1/4-20 bolts, and I kind of marked in chalk so you can see where these are going to go. I'm going to put one on either side of my center to allow my eventual fence to move back and forth on the tabletop. Now occasionally I do some sanding on the drill press table, not a lot, but I'm going to make this so that I can raise my table so I don't have to make another jig for this, so that my sanding drums can go down into the table, and I'll make a set of inserts for this tabletop. What I'm also going to do is make a 3½ inch replaceable insert to both cover those holes and also save my tabletop from some wear. We'll go back and route that out afterwards, and I'll put a 1/4 inch piece of MDF in there, and it'll be real easy for us to replace that as we drill down through our table. So before I do that, I mostly use a 2-inch drum sander. That's the biggest one that I ever use on the drill press. Eventually I'll upgrade to a stationary oscillating sander, but for now I do some sanding on the drill press, as I'm sure you do at home as well. So the first step before we even glue this up, I'm going to go ahead and take, I think this is a 2¼ inch, that's a 2½ inch bit hole saw, and I'm going to drill down through my table. Now the one thing you need to remember is you need to take a measurement on your drill press table to figure out where your drill bits engage into this table. It's not smack dab in the center. If I measured from the back of my table and figured out where the drill bits will engage into the table, I'm really 6½ inches away. This was a 20-inch table, so if you drill a hole in the center, you're going to be off. So make sure you take a measurement from the back of your drill press table to where you're going to have your drill bits engage into the table. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and mark 6½, and then I'm going to get my center point, and then we're actually going to go over to the drill press and drill some holes in both these tabletops before we go ahead and laminate and glue them up together. So let's head over to the drill press and we'll get those preliminary holes cut. Boy, just having this on the drill press makes me excited to finish this build. That's going to be a nice work surface once I get this finished. So what I've done here is I've clamped down my piece of MDF, and then I've also put a piece of ½ inch OSB so I don't drill down into my tabletop. Now it's just a matter of drilling out those holes. Alright, we're back at the bench. Now that we got that hole drilled in the center, I got them both aligned. and that'll be a really nice feature when I want to go and do some drum sanding. Those will fit right down in there and keep it flush with my sander. So now, break out your arsenal of clamps. I got some cowls going across here, and what I'm going to do is go ahead and clamp this thing down. I'm just going to use Titebond 3. Use your favorite adhesive here, whatever you like on MDF. I've used Titebond 3 without any problem on MDF. I'm sure there's lots of other good choices out there, but I'm going to go ahead and smear this on, break out all of my clamps, and try and get this good and flat. Leave it dry overnight, and then we'll come back in the morning and we'll finish the assembly.